I want to start, I'll put this at the beginning of the video. I want to start with saying there's a lot of rambling. Uh, Even after I edit a bunch of stuff out, there's going to be probably a bunch of rambling in this video. And it is a lot more somber. It's not a funny video like some of the others we've done. It's a lot more somber and a lot more sobering than some of those. So if you're not here for that kind of content, then uh, skip on down the list. Go to something more entertaining. This is just something I wanted to do because I wanted to, have a few moments and I wanted to react, kind of express my reaction here. So, if you want to see that, keep watching. Hey everybody. You guys can probably hear my son in the background. Don't normally do react videos, but this one by Laina, this one kind of hits home, so I wanted to do a little reaction video, and probably won't get many views, and that's fine. I'm not doing it for that. I struggled not too long ago with making a video about my weight and depression. Now, she has obviously no weight issue, but anxiety and depression I've come to be a lot more sympathetic with than I ever thought I would in the past before I got injured and whatnot. So, she's giving up YouTube, and I mean, this is not a big, revelation. Lots of people give up YouTube. Yes, Sean? Yeah, Daddy got injured a long time ago, before you were born. So, a lot of people give up and start YouTube. And for those of you who don't know, Laina is, if you couldn't just see it there, the overly attached girlfriend. She started that meme. She is that meme. Her channel on YouTube was pretty huge, like 1 million or something. I don't know. I watched her way back in the day a couple of times. I mean, I wasn't an avid watcher, but I saw this video came up on my feed, and I was like, huh. And I watched the whole thing. She was struggling with depression, with anxiety, and I can sympathize with that more than I'd like to admit. So I'm happy for her, realizing that she's taken a new step. I'm glad that she's going to be getting help, and I'm glad she started taking medicine. Spoilers, by the way. I mean, I'm sitting here. My medicine. There's no, Sean. There's nothing wrong with needing to take medicine.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me, and that's.
Get up.
Oh, you and your little tank top tee. There's nothing wrong. Hey, all right now. If you, Sean, if you're gonna be doing all that, I'm gonna put you back down. Put your tongue in your mouth. Put your tongue in your mouth. Anyway, there's nothing wrong. If you guys can't tell, he has a blue-green shirt on. There's nothing wrong with getting medicine. I've had my dosage increased. Alright, booger. I've had my dosage increased a couple of different times by my doctor. And I and I do feel like it's helped. It took a while, and she mentions there's still bad days. Oh yes, there are still plenty of bad days. Still plenty of times I struggle with, wanting to give up whatever I'm doing at the time, like going out and going on walks, just wanting to be active, just wanting to talk to people. But I'm really glad that she's getting some help. I think it's a really good message, and I want to kind of perpetuate that a little bit. After seeing hers, kind of inspired me to react to it. Like I said, I don't usually do these kind of videos, so I don't know all what I wanted to say, really. she's going to see a therapist. I think that's good. I think that's a healthy thing to do. She has trouble opening up. Lord, don't we all? I mean, we've all got internal struggles. I know I've thought about stopping YouTube a bunch of times, honestly, uh, because their algorithm is such a pain. It demonetizes everything down to keywords like the word edibles. TKB had videos demonetized just because of the word edibles, and he didn't mean it in the in the meaning of like drugs. He just meant edibles, like foods, edible foods. So, I mean, the algorithm is. I'm not thrilled with it. There are many others who are not thrilled with it. People are flocking away from YouTube left and right. But it's times like that that I kind of have to remind myself I'm not doing it for, rising popularity. I'm not doing for any of that stuff. I mean, shoot. Give me just a second here, guys. Let me show you something. This is a. Hang on. Let me pull it up. I can remember how to get to it. Basically, what we're working. Whoops. Here we go. And let me. There it is. This is how my channel looks all the time. I've been losing subscribers for a while. I keep doing it anyway. Actually, you guys can see the revenue that I make here. This is thanks a lot to those of you who have been sponsoring. This is a good prompt to remind me to do that. You guys are so helpful you don't even understand. That really helps. That $84, 45 cents next month. If we can cross over the $100 threshold, then I'll get that, and that'll help pay some bills. That'd be amazing. And that's thanks to you guys, because I can't work, and that's what initially started my depression, but then eventually led to me doing YouTube. But as you guys can see, I lose subscribers all the time. YouTube is purging people off of channels all the time. Now, this isn't the reason necessarily why Laina, is giving it up. Overly Attached Girlfriend, as most people know her, is giving up YouTube. It's a combination of that, of anxiety and depression. But YouTube was adding a lot of stress on her, and if you become overly attached to the numbers, the analytics, I can totally understand that. When I first put together a vlog channel, I tried very hard to appease by the numbers. I tried to grow. I was doing this because it was something to do, and it was something a couple people suggested, and it was helpful to a few people, but I was trying to grow. Then, I didn't actually start growing at all until I basically gave up and said, you know what? I'm going to just do what feels right. I'll do some gaming videos, and that felt great. Made some friends in parts of the community through gaming. That I'm so grateful for. I've got my son, and I've got my wife, and I've got my family, although they're not exactly always supportive. In fact, sometimes very much the opposite, especially my dad. I'll do a different rant on that. My grandma used to teach me to write things down when they upset you. But, like if someone upsets you, write them a letter. Don't say something to their face about it. Just write them a letter and don't share it with them. Write a letter and then throw it away or burn it or whatever else. It'll make you feel better. And I do that sometimes. But maybe I'll, because he's never going to look at it anyway, maybe I'll make a video, do a video letter rant. Anyway, I'm seriously just rambling on here, but watching her video, like I said, struck a chord. I suggest you guys check it out. It's kind of ironic because here I am saying you should go check out this video, especially if you are struggling with anxiety and difficulty and depression and things like that, because it really struck a chord in me. And she talks about taking her medicines and how, like I said, I've been increased dosage and I'm just bouncing all over the place. I think it's ironic that I'm saying go check it out because she's quitting YouTube. The video is literally titled "I'm breaking up with you." Tube, which was clever because she was the overly attached girlfriend. I thought that was funny. But I understand where she's coming from. I've had the sensation many times of being stressed out, feeling like I needed to do something. Sometimes, and it's still true even sometimes today, sometimes I'll do a video or stream. I won't really want to be there, and it'll be stressing me out a little bit. But on the flip side of that, sometimes I'm very grateful I did, because I'll meet someone new that really helps to change my life or gives me support. Or, more often than not, because honestly, with the way YouTube's algorithm's going, this channel doesn't even really see any new people. But I haven't gotten new subscribers in a long time, hardly. Like as you guys saw, I'm sitting here losing them left and right because YouTube's purging people off. Like I said, what happens more often than not when I'm doing a stream, sometimes that I don't even feel like doing, is I'll start it up and I'll just be playing a game or doing whatever that I'm doing. Someone will come into the chat and they'll say something. Like Jen will come in and she just starts a conversation. Or Nathan here lately will come in and he'll crack a joke. He's got a sharp tongue. You gotta watch him. Frombles will come in and everybody be rolling on the floor laughing. People will come in. Senna comes in and even though he hadn't been around as much lately and his PC isn't working, he'll come in and say something hilarious. Some of the times that I don't really feel like doing it, I'm so glad that I did because of you guys. And that keeps me going and inspired, despite the fact that this is a dying channel. We're losing more subscribers than we're gaining at this point. And I don't know what to do to fix that. Everything I've looked to, kind of build the community, looked out and tried to find is all like, follow the YouTube algorithm, make good thumbnails and do good descriptions and tag your videos appropriately, and I think I do a pretty good job of that most of the time. I'm probably not the very best, obviously. I never claimed to be. But, yeah. She's one of the people that I started watching way back in the day. Like 2013 or something. I think she started in 2012. And there's not a whole lot of channels that I really watched. Like I said, I never watched hers like dedicated like every single video or da 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 da. But I loved the overly attached girlfriend meme. We've made lots of jokes. I have a boyfriend, all those kind of jokes. But she's given it up. She's taken a break from it lately. I understand where she's coming from when she talks about the hardships in this video. They're real. When I was younger, and see, I followed my grandma's advice. I tried my very best because my grandma was one of the wisest people you would ever meet. The world lost something huge when she passed away, and that sounds so inflated, but I mean it. She would always say, it's your choice to be happy. And smile, fake it till you make it. Those were a couple pieces of her advice. Until I really dealt with depression, I didn't understand. And she dealt with it too. I have so much respect for her. But I would smile and I would act happy, and sometimes it helped, sometimes it would make me happy. But what I didn't understand about depression is it's not like people think you feel sadness. You don't. Well, you do, but that's not all depression is. You're not just sad. It's like 10% sadness. And then I can't add percents to all of it, like 40% anxiety or freaking out, and 30% just empty inside, and what are we even up to? 80%, like 20% just not having the motivation, not even wanting to get out of bed. Laziness is what I guess that appears to a lot of people as, and even to myself. I thought I'm just being lazy. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, become a recluse. I don't even want to leave the house a lot of the time. That's what depression is. That's how it affects people. It's not just sadness. It's a lot of the time I can be carrying on, cutting up, laughing, having a good time, and still be anxious and depressed and stressed out and not want to go or do anything. And when the camera shuts off, I'll go from laughing to just trying to gather it all back in. Anyway, she lists a hotline at the end of her video, and I think it's very important, and I agree 100% with it. If you're needing help, not a hotline, a text thing. If you need support, text home to 741-741. Here, I'll put it on the screen. This is part of her video. There. If you need support, text home 741-741 for 24-hour crisis support in the U.S. I'm sure they've got stuff like that overseas as well. And I've found a lot of solace in talking with my friends like TKB. He's been going through a rough ride as well. And I find a lot of joy and help talk for myself even. I don't think he even realizes it when I'm sitting there talking to him about stuff like this. It kind of helps vent. It's sort of like therapy, but I can't really afford therapy. And even when I've gone and I've tried to talk to, it's not a therapist, but a pastor, one of the churches we've gone to, he's a really good guy, really good listener, and has wonderful, solid advice. Jamie, I've talked with him about some of this stuff, but I just have a really hard time opening up about it. Just like what Laina was saying when she went to the therapy, you push it all down. You don't want to feel vulnerable. So you don't really open up, and some of this kind of stuff is gonna bite me in the butt. I feel like saying it on a video if I'm gonna upload it. But yeah, like I said, I'm just rambling. I'm gonna edit probably a lot of this out and save you guys a lot of trouble. But that's it. I wanted to share my reaction to this video that she made because it really resonates with me. And another thing, like I said, talking with TKB about it helps. Talking about it does help. That goes for anybody. We've got our Discord. Anybody's welcome to join our Discord. Here, I'll pop up a thing on the video, I guess, giving a link to our Discord, and I'll put it in the description. If someone's having trouble, you're welcome to come in there and talk with us. We're a supportive group of people, and I've gotten so much support out of it. It's great. Some of the names I listed before, they'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Just come in there and send me a message. That goes for anybody out there who's struggling. And we can talk about anything. Video games, whatever. I mean, we can talk about cars. I don't care. I'm not really the person to talk to about cars. But we can just, if you need someone to talk to, I'm there for that. I feel like I'm one of the only people on YouTube, actually, that even a lot of the smaller channels that you can literally just Discord me anytime. I don't always respond right away, and it takes me a while sometimes, but it's not blocked for just any random person out there, and I've gone into some other YouTubers' Discords, and I'll try to send them a message, uh, and it'll be like, their settings, da 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 turned off, blah blah blah. You can't message them. Oh, okay. Well, I have that turned off. You can message me. I invite it. Come into our Discord. Come and chat. Come get help if you need it, guys. This feels weird and kind of shameful and kind of weak saying that, but I've been there. I'm still there. Um, yeah, that'll be the end of this one. It's kind of a somber video compared to most that I've done, but I wanted to share it. So, there you go. Have a good one.